yeah, when it comes to D&D, folks, never overlook minor talents, because they will sometimes turn an indefensible nightmare shantytown into the world's most confusing bastion. I tell you what, nothing's funnier than watching a white dragon come out into a forward-facing rampart covered in spikes and angry elves and not being intelligent enough to understand how fucked he is.
Oh man. Legitimately, white dragons are...
retarded.
Yeah, I believe I described them in the campaign as, like...
mentally retarded Hitler.
Yeah, or something to that effect. Basically the whole deal is that in Dungeons & Dragons, 10 and 11 are considered average for a stat.
Go this way. No, that'll be back. Never mind, carry on.
10 and 11 are considered average for a stat. And and dragons live for thousands upon thousands of years. So...
try going this way, yeah. I don't think we've gone this way yet.
So, when a white dragon lives for thousands and thousands of years, all of its stats go up over time. And a ancient white dragon that is thousands and thousands of years old reaches intelligence 11, which means that they aspire
oh, for fuck's sake,
to one day be as intelligent as the standard villager, which is an illiterate pig farmer.
Now, to be fair, I'm very certain that having 10 intelligence does make you smarter than pig farming idiot. It, however, does not make you scholar.
It makes you average human, which at the time was pig farming idiot.
That's fair.
In fact, in Dungeons & Dragons, literacy is a specific feat. Luckily, all player character classes, with the exception of Barbarian, get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can also take a few, what are they, backgrounds?
That make you lose
That
it.
make you lose it.
I mean, that makes sense. I remember I played a kobold character in a different campaign whose entire thing was that he was part of a warren that worked for a dragon that was way out on the hinterlands. And the only reason this kobold was considered special was because he was the dragon's equivalent of a overseer.
He was the only one who could understand runes.
No, I couldn't read. I could just... how do you say? I was slightly larger than the average kobold and therefore assumed to be able to give orders to the average kobold. Technically, I was an Erd, so I was one of the flying ones. But anyway, yeah, so I was a kobold general. But because of the background I took, which was effectively, like, you know, way out in the middle of nowhere survivalist, I lost literacy. And that made things interesting. That said, though, I found there was a magical item that was effectively just a pair of sunglasses.
What?
Yeah. So,
oh, that allowed you to survive because kobolds have light sensitivity.
Yep. Go, I guess, down. Fuck, I cannot remember where this key is. But yeah, folks don't. Kobolds have dark vision, which means they can see in dark perfectly fine. It also means they can only see 60 feet ahead of them, which really sucked because my character was a archer. Now, the reason he was an archer was because kobolds get +2 to dexterity and -2 to strength. Which, that's fine. But, anyway, archer. Reason he was an archer was because I rolled an 18 for his dexterity,
Fuck.
which became a 20.
Yeah, that's your class now.
And I'm like, yeah, this is what I exist. I shoot things with arrow. Which was funny because even with a short bow, my kobold's native damage output was so high that just hitting a deer before I rolled damage would kill it.
Jesus.
Mind you, deer only have like 7 health.
Yeah, still though, that's pretty impressive for a level 1.
Yeah. Mind you, I was min-maxed. If I was ever grappled, I was screwed.
Yep.
If I was looked at cockeyed... oh no, that's not true, because I was wearing light armor and I had a dex of 20. My,
You can escape grapple just fine, you just can't win grapple.
well, my AC was like 19.
Jesus fuck. At level 1?
Light armor plus being, what you call it? Light armor... yeah.
Small.
Yeah, so I was hard to hit, but I had all of 8 health.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If someone crit you, you were immediately dead, almost regardless of the result.
Pretty much, yeah. Upside was because I almost always play No, I was playing... Yeah, I was actually playing a fighter, not a rogue. Specifically because it gave me a couple neat advantages. I was able to take a thing that effectively meant my constitution wasn't absolute garbage. Okay, I do not remember where this key was. Should we look up a map?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, folks.
We have been going in circles. Alright, we figured it out.
So, turns out that we have to talk to this man who says, "Oh no, I dropped the lift key," and then just shits it out behind him in fear.
It's just like the walkthrough showed us. The exact same thing happened.
Oh, god damn it.
Let's see if anyone can learn that before you toss it. Alright, that works too. Whatever, it's fine, it was free. We have to fight people in this boss battle place anyway.
Congratulations, Alpha Bravo, you're back to first string.
I can't remember what we were talking about. D&D is fun.
Yeah, D&D's great. Actually,
you're right. I had a kobold, who hit good because bow easy. Oh yeah, that was the thing. Fighters start with great bows, and I was like, so I can't use the great bow because I'm too small. Can I switch it out for a light crossbow? And the DM was like, yeah, that's fair. So the one-handed crossbow becomes a two-handed crossbow because I'm small.
Yep.
But yeah, I hit real fucking good.
Oh man. Okay, so when me and my friends first started playing D&D,
I don't think it's this way. You have to go down one level. Yeah, because that's not going to open until you leave. You go down a level, then you use the lift key on the... No, down.
When me and my friends first started playing D&D, we got a whole bunch of miniatures together, right?
Oh god,
and that's why I have that massive pile of miniatures now. But
and every year for his birthday, me and Chris present him with a pile of more.
Or shit tons of dice.
Yeah.
I'm totally fine with this, by the way.
Oh man, I remember, I think it was last year I got you that Black Knight, which is our hobby store.
Yep.
Got a, one of the things, instead of having minis, a lot of places will do just like a print out that you stick on a base and walk around.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
I got Cameron one that was done up almost in the style of Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh, they were great.
They were expensive as fuck, but I'm like, you know what? These are cool.
Oh man, I made excuses to use some of those because they were really good.
Yeah.
But we got a whole bunch of minis, and they were the official D&D minis. So a lot of them had little cards that came with them with little stats. And what we did to get everyone used to the mechanics is we played a little game. It was heavily stacked in the player's favor, so you don't have to point this out. But basically what it was is that everyone started with some of the lowest level characters. And I had them fight characters, like as they beat someone else would spawn in. And whenever you beat someone, you added them to the pile. And whenever your character died, you could take anything out of the pile and play as that until that character died. Anyway, Wesley started off as a kobold archer that had a special ability called Fragile Confidence, where it dealt, its total max damage was like a D8 plus 2, but it dealt an additional, it dealt just as much damage over again until it got hit for the first time. And it made it all the way through to the point where they were facing like young adult dragons. Until before finally getting one shot by something. It was ridiculous. Which started this whole thing of how far can Wesley go without getting hit. In the actual campaign itself, he played a halfling knight named Minimus. And, right? And he wound up getting an absurdly high AC partway through the game. And, I can't remember. Have I been with Poke? Nah. Basically what wound up happening is, he played a halfling knight named, halfling knight named Minimus. And, throughout the entirety of the game, no one ever really took a good long look at his model. The model he was using was a halfling paladin from one of those old D&D blind box sets. And it was slightly hunched over and very small. So nobody...
As a halfling would be.
Yeah. So nobody noticed that it had tits. until like halfway through the campaign when someone took a goddamn a good hard look at it and was like, "Hey Wesley, you know you're playing a girl, right?" And for the entire rest of the campaign, he played his character as though he were confused about his gender identity, which I thought was great.
Wesley is a fun guy. He's a piece of shit half the time, but he's a fun guy.
I think Wesley's great to have in games. He comes up with weird, unique solutions and weird, unique characters to play as.
I know you. You ruined our plans about Moon. I'll fight you again. How could this go wrong?
I know. I don't know, maybe he's that dude who had the Eradicate that kicked the shit out of half of my Pokemon.
No, yeah, that's true, apparently.
Maybe he likes his chances now.
He's filled with confidence.
Well, last time I almost killed him, so maybe this time.
Yeah, this time it'll stick. Ooh, that was actually pretty good.
Scratch him with your nub heads.
Yeah, I've never been clear on how he's doing that. I know the implication is he takes his claws out and does it, but like...
I refuse to believe that Digwood is anything but nubs or incredibly bulky men all huddled on the ground.
Having a big old cuddle puddle.
Yep. I fucking love that picture so goddamn much.
I've seen another one where it was Professor Oak in a mask.
Oh yeah, and like it was his hands in a dick.
Oh god, there's another like old... Oh man, I love Sandslash. He looks so cool.
This is a bad idea.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say Tidal Wave. What with being flying and water.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Sandslash. Nothing you do is useful.
Well, there's that.
Nothing you do is useful.
He's a ball of spikes. He tried his best. Oh man, I love that picture where it's like Blastoise and Charizard firing into the air, and then it's just Bulbasaur in the corner, and someone's like, well, what's he doing? His best.
I love that picture of Blastoise where Gary's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is your Pokemon peeing on mine? And Ash is like, what? And Gary's like, well, you have a male Blastoise, right? And then he gestures to his crotch and he's like, where's his dick? Where's his dick? Where does he pee from, Ash? And then Ash has flashbacks to like using Blastoise like a sprinkler to play on Hot Day. The Blastoise just has a really dumb look on its face. And he's just like, oh no. Fuck, Razor Wind, you're gone.
Useless.
What? Iron's good.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I didn't realize that like iron was a vitamin supplement, so I figured you were legitimately giving your Pokemon a bar of iron, and it just like he was pumping it.
Yeah, I thought that. I didn't think he was pumping it. I thought you were feeding him like a literal like hunk of metal, and that he ate it, and that somehow that made him stronger.
Count Dracula, we meet again.
You know, I'm gonna be on the safe side. I'm gonna heal.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to do this next time?
We'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.